what is painting? How far can I put painting under a stress test or push it towards its borders? Started to investigate or stage that question. Single work, collaborative work, looking at myself as a painter, like via the medium of the psychic. You might see a creature, you might see an animal, you might see the inside of a body, you might see something out of space, and it's all, not right or wrong. I exchanged the brush stroke with a drop of ink. Hours and hours you drop and drop and drop until the surface of the water bath is covered or dense. In that sense, it's a collaboration with the universe because you're depending on the universal forces. Basically cohesion, adhesion, gravity. I'm interested in these techniques because they're almost forgotten. Unstable talismanic renderings with gratitude to Master Marbler Dirk Lange. Because he is in the end the master, not me. Okay, it's also two hands of an artist and two hands of a craftsman. So because of the size, it's, I would actually say, impossible to do this as one person. And these four hands kind of merge into this four-armed creature. I mean, that's how it feels like. And yeah. Looks good.
It's so nice to have you here finally, Kerstin. So
thank you.
Is most of the team.
I'm excited for the next couple of weeks, I guess we have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good.
The stucco marmors is a three-dimensional brushstroke. It's a sculpted painting. I call them fossil psychics because they look like something encased in stone. They look like something which has had a life and is then frozen in time. That's why I claim them to be fossil psychics. They look like creatures staring at you or embodying some kind of fossilized knowledge. Maybe to the left a little bit, tiny bit, a tiny bit higher. So, can I just have an eye of somebody? You all are artists, right? I worked on them during COVID. Basically all I had was the block of paper and pencils. The original idea was that I wanted to create my own divination cards, my own set of tarot. Many of the works are actually referring to my questioning of painting. I used erasure or collage. I cut into the paper, glued something from the back or on top, so there's several layers visible. They're almost like breathing, in and out of the paper. The matter works, they refer to some kind of internal organism or metabolism. The paintings are pulsating and transitioning, and it feels like, you're not quite sure if you're inside something, and then you look again and then it looks like you're an outside view and a bird's eye view. It looks like the painting has moved or changed. Maybe it's an interest in natural forces. What is the world before the world? Or what does it mean, the sun and shadow and moon circulation? And how come our DNA has a certain structure and that relates to certain movements in the sky or in the ocean? Or, so there's an interconnectivity between plant life, human life, maybe it's more like a certain awe or a wonder. Can you just pretend you're sitting there? Oh, yeah. Okay, or even further here. To not, yeah. You hang more than 4 marblings in an entire day. Oh God, you better get some protein at lunch. Maybe there.
Where is it?
Yeah. Actually, sorry, this goes here. Ah, God.
Maybe wait for it.
Yes. Collaboration is a big part of my practice because as there's not so much difference, hopefully, between art and life, relationships are part of your human existence. So my approach to painting is putting painting in relation to something else. Whether it's a different medium, whether it's like a different body of work, literally activating the painting or performatively. And then in that sense, working with colleagues and friends is very important to me.
Yeah, we're working with the mock-ups to find an arrangement for the actual neons to be placed on the wall. And the slide projection, which will be in the tomb, will then show more formations.
To have like idealist neons as like almost these tomb guards in both entrances, like these runes, and then same with her slide projections inside.
Oh yeah, no, I think this is gonna be great.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
This does look good there.
Let's, before we clean it, because I think there's a chance we don't use this one.
What, really? More to the right, to
I have
the
to
wall.
say, I think I like this more
Yeah, more to the wall.
because it's so direct.
To me, it's quite busy, visually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me? We want to try 1/3 one now.
Shadow on the floor, yay! The shadow on the floor just now.
And I think this is good.
I had always been so drawn to these particular works of Kerstin's, so in 2015, visited her studio and looked through all of these mylars, thinking of them like creatures, like these kind of all these different personalities. Also, it's so different when you have a light on the front versus when you have a light on the back. They kind of, these different characters come out. And then on top of that, you see the shadow of them on the floor, on the wall, on the ceiling. Like what's two-dimensional becomes completely three-dimensional. So there'll be like a kind of dense sonic space for them. It is a theater like stage for the mylars.
Yeah, you looked at it like a ballet for painting. But the owl is coming up.
Oh yeah,
now,
you should see the
so
owl
you
coming
should
up.
Check the owl out. I think this looks good together.
Yeah, very good.
I call them Atem series because Atem is a German word for breath. I thought I wanted to like create these abstract figures or figurations which refer to like a heat camera or an X-ray, or it looks like it's maybe a night view, and so you almost look like through the body. And it looks like, you know, these figures are appearing and or like emerging and reappearing and dissolving, and I mean, it's obviously a brushstroke, but it doesn't look like one. It looks like a droplet. So they're actually made on the wall. They're not made on the ground. Well, it's a painter's trick. What is painting? There's just always like raising more questions and then trying to figure out, maybe coming close to an answer for a question you raise. So it's not that there's like any conclusion or anything. I mean, it's like a journey which will continue, hopefully.
What? Oh, your friend?
No, I just hurt my hand. No, it's okay.
I'm so glad I didn't do this alone. Thank you, guys. Since I'm a painter, I drag that aspect into whatever I do. It just reflects like who I am as a human being. And that's very dear to me.